Gabriel Bortoleto may be a rookie in Formula One, but what he's doing behind the scenes at Sauber is nothing short of remarkable. While most first-year drivers focus on getting used to the car, the team environment, and surviving the competitive pressure of the top tier of motorsport, Bortoleto has taken a completely different route. He's not just adapting, he's becoming an active force in reshaping Sauber's struggling 2025 campaign. From the very beginning of the season, it became clear that Bortoleto wasn't going to be just another name on the grid. The Brazilian driver came in with a mature approach, balancing humility with clarity. He respects the structure of the team, listens to those with more experience, but he's also not afraid to speak up when something needs to be addressed. This ability to navigate the fine line between being respectful and assertive is already making him stand out. Inside Sauber, engineers and senior staff have taken notice. One name that came up early was Beat Zander, a veteran who has been with Sauber since its earliest days, even before they joined Formula One. Zander was reportedly impressed by how Bortoleto carries himself during technical meetings. Rather than just nodding along or hesitating to voice his opinion, Gabriel calmly shares his observations, brings data to the table, and explains what he's feeling in the car. He talks about how the car reacts on certain parts of the track, compares his experience with real-time telemetry, and offers possible adjustments. This type of input is gold for a team still searching for technical direction. What makes this even more fascinating is the way Bortoleto naturally communicates. There's no ego, no shouting, no demands. He makes his case with facts, reason, and insight. It's rare to see that in someone so new to the sport. For a team like Sauber, which is going through a tough transitional period and needs to find performance quickly, having a driver who can speak the language of engineers is a massive asset. But what really turned heads within the team was something that happened right after the Japanese Grand Prix. Most drivers, after a long and intense race weekend, take a break. They rest, maybe analyze data remotely, and mentally prepare for the next challenge. Not Bortoleto. On a flight between Suzuka and Bahrain, he couldn't sleep. Instead of switching off, his mind was racing with ideas on how to help the team. And that's when he made an unusual decision. He wanted to visit the team's headquarters. Not because he was asked, not because of a scheduled debrief, but because he genuinely wanted to help. Once he landed, he immediately called Mattia Binotto, yes, the former Ferrari boss now playing a key role in the Sauber project, and asked if he could visit the factory. Binotto, surprised but impressed, agreed on the spot. That initiative showed exactly the kind of involvement that few rookies ever display. Now, this wasn't just a casual visit to say hello or shake some hands. Bortoleto spent meaningful time with several departments: the design team, the aerodynamics division, the simulation engineers, even the wind tunnel staff. He didn't just listen. He asked questions. He wanted to understand how everything worked, how different departments contributed to performance, and what he could do behind the wheel to give them better feedback. One of the biggest challenges for Sauber this season has been the car's inconsistency. The performance window is narrow. If the setup isn't perfect, the car becomes hard to drive and results suffer. Bortoleto's detailed observations helped shed light on where the car was struggling the most, especially in medium and high-speed corners where rear stability was lacking. His input gave the engineers new angles to investigate and helped the aerodynamics and suspension teams make more informed adjustments. What's even more impressive is that Bortoleto's feedback didn't just stay on paper. It led to better simulation models, more accurate virtual runs that reflect real track behavior more closely. That's something that typically comes from veteran drivers who've spent years fine-tuning their communication. But here's Bortoleto, in his rookie season already doing it like a pro. And this proactive approach is making waves throughout the organization. People inside the team are talking about him, not just for his race pace, but for the way he's embracing the team's mission. He's not just there to drive. He wants to be part of the process, the development, the turnaround. That level of dedication is rare, especially in a season where so many teams are struggling to find form and confidence. Another key figure in this story is Nico Hülkenberg. The experienced German joined Sauber to bring stability, insight, and technical feedback to help the team improve. and he's delivering on all fronts. But what makes the story even more compelling is how Bortoleto has been learning from him. Instead of trying to compete with Nico off-track or prove himself by going solo, Gabriel has chosen to observe, absorb, and apply. During team briefings, Hülkenberg is known for his attention to detail. He'll talk about the tiniest things, steering vibrations, how grip changes between compound sets, how the car responds to fuel load changes. Rather than brushing it off, Bortoleto listens intently. He asks smart questions, compares those notes with his own experiences, and learns. That kind of quiet exchange between teammates is helping both drivers improve, and it's lifting the entire atmosphere inside the team garage. This synergy is starting to build a strong foundation. It's not often that a team can strike a balance between generations, but at Sauber, the mix of Hülkenberg's experience and Bortoleto's fresh perspective is turning into a valuable partnership. The team is beginning to recognize that this pairing, despite their different stages in their careers, could be one of the keys to rebuilding their competitive edge. What's also unique about Bortoleto is how deeply he cares about everything happening beyond the racetrack. Many drivers stick to what happens in the cockpit. They give feedback, do simulator work, and focus on physical training. But Bortoleto is different. During his factory visit,